It arrived early. All right. Just gotta see if it's the right one. Yeah, I didn't want to go too hard and just cut anything like this. Okay. I know, right?
There it is.
Oh, this is it.
Nice clean motor, bro.
Dude. That's where the turbo will go, yeah. I am so pumped. I am so pumped. Oh man. So these are the 14mm bolts that I seen on that guy's video. This is where my transmission goes. Oh man. And like all of the new parts that I put into my car, it fits that. So it looks like this is probably one of my coolant issues. This looks like it could be an issue. Well, the rest of this basically just burns oil like real bad. There's a power steering pump right here that I wouldn't mind changing out. Keep it on it. But yeah, this engine's got 240,000 kilometers on it. That one only has 65,000. So infinitely already better than this setup. This is the American 2.5 liter. That is the Japanese 2 liter. It's got a little bit more power to it also. It's a better engine even. I'm excited for that to go in there. It's probably not going to burn oil nearly as much as this one. This one I can drive it for like a whole hour at 100 kilometers an hour, or like 60 miles for an hour, just an hour, and then I'll have to top off the oil. So that's why this is all happening. It's about time. This is a sore Subaru engine. And today what I'm going to do is just kind of follow a video that I found on YouTube, start plucking things out. Yeah, I'm just gonna pluck at it over the next couple of days, and then on Monday I'm gonna order my part and then get more serious with it, because I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. It's just time consuming. Alright, so first things first, I have to drain the coolant, or what's left of my coolant, out of my rad. Alright, luckily this is in the way. Okay, so the plug is right there. You can't see it. This is probably gonna be a mess. Nice. Probably not even gonna have barely anything in it. Oh, it's got some. Wow. I'm surprised. Like no pressure at all. I don't even have to open up one of the caps because of the hole that's in the hose, so it just comes out so nicely. In the meantime, while that's draining, I'm going to take this 10 mil and disconnect the ground prong. There we go. Off. I just need to make sure it doesn't hit anything. Perfect. For now anyways. So what I'm going to do for today is I'm just going to keep this unplugged. What I'm going to do is undo all these hoses. I'm not going to scrap that one just yet. Man, that's a bummer. Just gotta be super gentle with these, right? The clamps off. I gotta put my phone down. Okay, so basically that's what it is. I'm just gonna be clamping these, pulling these off. I'm gonna do that here, and I'm also gonna do that to this bottom one right there. Cool. Pretty straightforward. Just crack it loose. Don't make it go too crazy, but wiggle it off just ever so gently. Let that pour into the bucket. Still pouring down there, huh? I can't believe it even had that much coolant left in it from the other day. It was just so steamy. I'm gonna have to pull this out too. Ah! Yeah, so this is not the regular air intake that comes with it. This is it used to cover this whole thing, but now I've just got this one here. Pull this thing out from the rad. Okay, so I seen a neat trick with this. Alright, so instead of pulling it all the way off to get it out, there's a way. I can actually just push on this clamp here, and it should just pop out. As if... Yeah, look at that. I can just pull this right out. It doesn't even need to be in right now. Easy. These clamps are still good, so I might be able to keep them. You just be rough with it now. I don't even care. Got it. Whew. I just gotta get to this clamp in there. Right there. Should be easy, right? So the rad is finally done draining. I'm just gonna put the cap back in it because I don't want to lose the cap. Nice. Oh, almost fell. Come on, you. Ouch! Jeez. Oh, almost did a. Ouch. Almost did a swear. That kind of hurt. Stupid hose. Actually, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep those clamps. Ow, that really hurt. Ouch. Just forget that. Anyways, so all these hoses, I was just taking a quick look. Ouch, this is actually getting, I got myself really good. Ouch. Anyways, it's already got all these hoses and everything. So, I mean, it doesn't have the big rad one that I want. I'm gonna have to order another one. But this right here, I might be able to take it or use this. Just put my intake right here on top of it, and I don't have to use that big red pipe. That'd be cool. I don't need to get blood all over the shop. So this line right here, that goes back this way, that AT one. This right here that I'm holding is a 14 millimeter, I gotta sneeze. This is 14 millimeter. It takes a 14 millimeter socket, and this is how you remove that line. You just pull that out like that, and then instead of going ahead and losing that right there, I'm just going to thread it back in a bit because I don't want to lose that. I don't need to put it in a bag or anything. I'm putting all of my rad stuff in that paper bag right there, and I'm gonna have a bunch of plastic ones, and I'm gonna be able to divide it all up in. But now I got this hose, this AT hose disconnected. Smells like tranny fluid. Let me just put this over here like that. Cool. Just get my coolant out of here. Wow, I can't even believe there's even that much. Okay, so now I've got these all undone. I'm gonna get at that plug right there. There's another one on the other side that's easier to get at from the bottom. So far it's going okay. What I'm going to do next, ooh, how do I do that? I don't think that I need to undo this one. This looks like it's the AC one. I could probably just pull it out. The video that I seen, he undoes the AC and then he's able to just flop it out like this. So I might not even need to be able, I might not have to disconnect this part. But I'm definitely gonna get this rad out. Here's the next hose. Much easier one to get at with the clamp just being like right here and right here. This hose I would like to save, unless I end up just getting a whole pack, which I'd rather, honestly. I'd rather just have a whole bunch of new hoses. But if I can, I'm gonna save them because that's cheaper. Just bought an engine. An EJ25. Whew, almost got her. Ooh, this one doesn't want to come off. Ah, I made it come off. Oh, dang. Put it back up, put it back up. Ugh. I caught most of it, for what it's worth. I never thought that I'd be doing this. I'm not a mechanic. Alright, now with pretty much everything disconnected, what I can do is I can undo this and undo that one over there, and I can undo these clamps. Ugh, whew, slipped out of my hands. Okay, see? Just kind of come loose. Alright, so everything about that. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep these screws exactly where they are, because I don't want to lose them, and I don't want to start mixing them up with anything else. These, however, are very obvious, so with my other radiator stuff, I'm going to put them in this bag. But even though those are there, I'm just not going to lose them that way. So the next thing I'm going to do is, with the bucket down where it is, I'm going to lift it up and out. Something you can't forget though, because if you start pulling on it, you'll wreck stuff. See that clip right there? That clip? And that clip? Those are the fan clips for the rad. So I need to unplug those before I start tugging and pulling and wrecking stuff. Now that I've got those clips that are undone, like the way they work is it's a piece of plastic that has a little clamp that you push it in, and then you can stick a little knife or a flathead in there, and then you can separate it and pull it out like that. They're kind of finicky. You don't want to tug on them too much because they're small little cords. So now that I've got that done, it's time for me to pull out the rad, tip it, let it drain a little bit more if there's anything else in it. Probably be easier if I lowered the car, but it looks good for video, so. Just letting it drain into the bucket. I don't think I need to pull the rad apart. It's a brand new rad. It's still a good rad. I don't need to replace it, luckily. I'm just gonna put it over here quick. Put my rad things with my rad things. So that's all my stuff in there, and that's my actual rad. Oh, my car. But this is how much room I got to work with now. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna pull my intake off next. So these bands right here that I had my intake held on by, they're just a couple of flatheads. So it's easy enough. And then this, oh, wow, that's really on there. That's really on there. Okay. What I'm gonna wanna do next to make things easier for myself is I'm gonna drain the oil, and then I'm going to get at the belts, and I'm going to try to make the belts stay alive as long as I can, because I'd like to reuse them. They are all new belts. But if I don't have, if I can't, that AC belt, I know I gotta snip it. I know I have to get a new one that way. Wish me luck. So with a 17 mil, here is my oil pan. Please don't miss, please don't miss. Missed! Nailed it! Went a little too far. Had to kick the bucket over. Wow, that is new oil, and that is black. Dang. This engine's not doing too hot. It is burning too much. And because it's a good habit, just so then you don't lose it, put it back where it come from. That's good. Okay, lots so far-ish. Now the next thing I want to do is the belts. So this right here, what I've got this on, this bracket is the tensioner. Yeah, it's this right here is the tensioner for the alternator here, to make for the alternator belt. So what I got to do is I have to loosen this a bunch so I can take this belt off. Why isn't it moving? So it's this one I gotta loosen. This one I gotta loosen as well. Holy, there we go. Strong arm it. And this one right here. Let's see if I can't. Okay, so I loosened those ones. This one here, it goes all the way through to the back to this piece right here. This is like a nut that can go get itself into place. Yeah, see? Now It's free to move. I can take this belt off. Should be able to take this belt off. Should be able to take this belt off. There we go. Whew. This is my power steering belt. Cool.